Spring weather is on the way, and while the days get longer and warmer, this time of year also presents the potential for dangerous weather. On this edition of Memphis Energized, we'll show you how to take precautions and what to do if a storm comes your way. Saving money is a top priority for many, and coming up, we'll show you some tips that will help you out. Welcome to Memphis Energized. Hello everyone, I'm Jane Siegel. For the month of March, residential customers will be happy to see a decrease of $1.42 in their utility bills as compared to the month of February. The decrease is due to TVA's monthly fuel cost adjuster. For billing periods beginning March 1st, 2013, TVA's total monthly fuel cost will be about 2.05 cents per kilowatt hour, down from 2.2 cents per kilowatt hour in February. Please keep in mind this decrease will vary depending on a customer's usage levels. If you have any ideas for energy improvements this spring for your home, now is the time. The American Taxpayer Relief Act of 2012, passed by Congress on January 1st, 2013, included legislation that resurrects expired residential tax credits for energy efficiency home improvements. Homeowners who make qualified improvements between January 1st, 2012 and December 31st, 2013 may be eligible for up to $500 in federal tax credits. Visit these websites for more information: energytaxincentives.org, irs.gov, or energystar.gov. In addition to taking advantage of federal tax credits, homeowners who make energy efficiency improvements can reap more financial benefits by working through the Tennessee Valley Authority's in-home energy efficiency program. One savvy homeowner has made some simple home improvements that are saving big bucks on his monthly utility bill. Here to show us what he did is Memphis Energized Lillian Johnson.
If you like the idea of getting cash back while lowering your utility bill, then the in-home energy evaluation program may be for you. The Tennessee Valley Authority and MLGW are working together so that making energy efficient improvements to your home is easy. Homeowner Brett Norman says the decision to participate in the in-home energy evaluation program was easy for him.
I've always been very interested in energy efficiency and saving money on my utility bill. We contacted the TVA representative, and they sent out an auditor, an inspector. That process was maybe an hour or so. He came in, did a full inspection of the house, upstairs, downstairs, attic space, and gave me a laundry list, if you will, of things you could do to make the house more efficient.
At the end of each home evaluation, the evaluator will provide the homeowner with a list of TVA qualified contractors who can perform the work. Each homeowner should get 3 contractor quotes before beginning any work. And although the evaluator made a lengthy list of suggested improvements, Norman prioritized which projects could be done now and which ones could wait until a later time.
We wanted to hit some of the lowest hanging fruit, which was insulating the attic space and sealing ductwork and the all points really with the house that contacted outside air. We put about 19 inches of insulation, which is a lot, but it really has made a difference. So we did that. We sealed the furnace up with an epoxy base, if you will, to make sure that it wasn't losing air, heated or cooled air in the attic space. And we sealed around the pipework underneath each of the sinks in the house, and then also in the return vents and the registers for the AC and heating system.
So when asked why Norman thinks this program is important, here's what he had to say.
Well, I think there are a number of reasons. Maybe the most important, I think, was really just to make sure that I was, saving money on my utility bills and not letting it, letting money flow out the windows, if you will.
Norman adds that he feels a personal obligation to be a good steward of our resources.
So there was some tangible in the savings, and then intangible, I think, on making sure I was a good steward of the environment.
And Norman says he's seen a difference in his utility bill.
Definitely. I think certainly on the financial side, the utility bills both in the winter and summer have gone down. But then also just from a comfort level, I know before we had done the work, my son's, and we have a young son, he's 3 years, but when we had done the work, he was only a little over a year at that point. So his room was very drafty and cool. And when they put the insulation up above his room, I mean, they did the whole attic space, but it made a significant difference in just the feel and comfort of the room. So
each recommended energy improvement you make is eligible for a reimbursement of up to 50% of the installed cost, with a maximum rebate of $500 per household. If you're interested in having an in-home energy evaluation, contact TVA Monday through Friday at 1-866-441-1430. For Memphis Energized, I'm Lillian Johnson.
Thank you, Lillian. For the fourth consecutive year, Memphis Grizzlies forward Zach Randolph has demonstrated his commitment for Memphis outside of the FedEx Forum. Randolph once again donated $20,000 to MIFA for +1 utility assistance. He also made personal visits to some of the beneficiaries. In all, 100 households will have their utility service restored thanks to his gift.
And fortunate, I've been blessed. I just like to give back because I think this is something the Lord has served me to do, give back, and that brings me blessing in another way. So I'm here to tell you a blessing to me too. So
MLGW continues its community efforts, and every year employees give directly from their pockets to the United Way of the Mid-South. MLGW's United Way campaign for the year 2012 exceeded its goal for the first time since 2008 by more than $10,000. MLGW recently presented the United Way of the Mid-South with a check for $655,150. Spring weather is upon us, and it's more important now than ever to make sure you're prepared should severe weather strike. Dangerous weather or not, every day of the week around the clock, MLGW employees electronically monitor the electric, natural gas, and water systems that serve all of our customers. Here to explain MLGW's restoration process is Memphis Energized Candace Spicer.
The time required to restore your power depends on many variables, including the cause of the outage, the number of components damaged, whether or not tree trimming is required to get to the point of repair, and the number of customers impacted. Power restoration is not a simple undertaking. It involves a coordinated effort of utility crews who perform complicated tasks, often under harsh and dangerous weather conditions. Electricity must undergo a complex chain of events as it makes its way to your home. With more than 422,000 customers, 4,312 miles of overhead wire, and an additional 423 miles of transmission lines, there is a rhyme and reason for the order in which we restore electric service. While our first concern is to ensure public safety by immediately addressing dangerous situations such as downed lines, the following 4 steps outline the general steps in the restoration process. Step 1. Before MLGW can supply electricity to its customers, it must be able to receive it from its supplier. Thus, our first order of business is to repair any damage to transmission lines and towers. These lines carry electricity from our producer, Tennessee Valley Authority, to our substations. Step 2. We repair any damage to our substations to bring circuits online and focus our attention on restoring power to water pumping stations, hospitals, and other priorities critical to public health and safety. MLGW has nearly 62 electric substations that supply power to both overhead and underground electric distribution lines. At this stage of the restoration process, our crews may be working in remote areas that aren't visible to the general public. Even if you don't see our crews immediately, please be assured that we are working diligently to restore your power. Step 3. Beginning with areas with the greatest concentration of outages, our crews focus on repairing primary and secondary distribution lines which run through the streets and neighborhoods leading to your home. If there are trees lying on these wires, our contracted tree trimming crews must first clear the debris before we can begin repairs. Step 4. Repairs will now be made to individual service lines, such as individual residences. The order in which repairs are made follows the line of progression electricity takes as it comes from TVA to MLGW and finally to you. As you can see, power restoration is a complicated process, but we at MLGW do our best to restore your services as quickly as possible using all of the resources at our disposal. For Memphis Energized, I'm Candace Spicer.
Thanks, Candace. Now remember, we can't pinpoint every outage on our system, and that's why we need your help if your power is out. Report your outage through our automated system at 544-6500. Have your account number or phone number available to enter into the system. Once our dispatchers retrieve your information, they'll work to have a crew headed your way as soon as possible. While MLGW is busy preparing itself for all kinds of situations, you should make sure your family is prepared for major weather events. Here with more is Memphis Energized Raf Handian.
An emergency or disaster such as flooding, earthquake, or severe weather can happen at any time, leaving customers without power for any number of days. To be prepared for the worst, it's important for all customers to have an emergency plan and an emergency kit on hand. An emergency kit will contain those items that you'll need if your power is out for a few days, and most people already have many of the suggested supplies at home already. You'll need at least a 3-day supply of food and water per person. Non-perishable foods are a must. Just look through your cupboard for things like canned tuna, peanut butter, cereal bars, bottled water, and drinks. You'll also need flashlights and extra batteries, a non-electric can opener, and eating utensils. A first aid kit, which includes bandages and medications including prescriptions and vitamins, and toiletries such as paper towels and tissue, are also a must. It's a good idea to gather all these things into one central place so that you don't have to go searching in the aftermath of a storm. This list is by far non-exhaustive. For a complete emergency kit checkoff list, visit the Department of Homeland Security's website at ready.gov.
Thank you, Raf. And if you're more tech savvy, then the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency and the National Weather Service are making it easier than ever for you to prepare for natural disasters. They have teamed up to offer the Ready Tennessee app that has everything you need to know about how to plan for severe weather and how to react to it once it hits. Available for Android and the iPhone, the app also alerts you of active severe weather warnings. It lists where Red Cross and Shelby Cares shelters are located in the wake of storm damage. You can also access live T-Dot camera feeds and check up-to-date road conditions. All emergency contacts are listed and organized by county. The app also includes information on how to make a preparedness plan and even has a shopping list of items you need for a survival kit. With warmer weather comes the opportunity to take an inventory of your home energy usage and make some improvements to make your dwelling more energy efficient. Here with some tips for you is MLGW Energy Dr. Will Williams.
The summer cooling season will be here before you know it, and keeping cool in Memphis heat can be quite a challenge, but it doesn't have to be expensive. I'll show you a few things you can do now to help save on your summer utility bills. Now is the perfect time to check your furnace air filter. Most filters say they can be changed every 90 days, but you may need to change your filter more often if you notice a dust buildup. That can place stress on your system, and more stress places wear and tear on the unit and increases operation costs. Have a professional, reputable contractor clean and inspect your air conditioner. This should be done every year, whether you have window or central units. And now is the perfect time before you have to put your AC under the workout of cooling your home in 90-degree heat. The outside portion of your central air conditioner is the condensing unit. Keep it clear from dried mud, debris, and grass clippings because it needs to breathe. Ask the contractor for instructions on how to do it yourself. Check it periodically, especially after an intense rain. Mud can splatter onto the unit and block the air after it dries. Back inside the house, try to use your clothes dryer during the cooling parts of the day. early mornings and late night. Even better, invest in a drying rack where you can dry your clothes right inside of your home without having to use your dryer at all. These are a few tips for you to get a head start on the summer cooling season. For more tips like these, log on to MLGW.com. For Memphis Energized, I'm Energy Dr. Will Williams.
If you would like more in-depth one-on-one consultation about making energy home improvements, then join us at your nearest public library for an Energy Smart workshop. MLGW and the public library have teamed up to bring these workshops to anyone interested. Customers attend a 90-minute workshop that will teach hands-on energy conservation methods. The workshops have a limited number of spaces, and participation is on a first-come, first-served basis. MLGW customers can register for an available spot by contacting the local library branch of their choice. For more information, visit the Memphis Library website at memphislibrary.org or visit MLGW's website at mlgw.com. Registered workshop participants will receive an energy savings kit worth $50. One of the best low-cost energy efficiency improvements you can make is to install a programmable thermostat. Simply program settings for various times throughout the day and then let the unit automatically adjust your home's temperature while you are asleep or awake. A variety of models are available at most hardware and home improvement stores. Annual savings will likely recover the cost of your programmable thermostat. We've covered quite a bit in the first half of the show. There's much more right around the corner. Stay tuned.
George.
Yes, dear.
George. George.
What now, Gladys?
That man next door is digging again.
Not again.
I bet he didn't call 811 before he dug. George, what does gas smell like?
Know what's below. MLGW reminds you to call 811 before you dig, even for small projects.
Taking baby steps can make a big difference, especially when those baby steps help you save energy. Small things we learn throughout our lifetime. Adjusting the thermostat to 78 degrees, keeping the wind out, and buying energy-efficient appliances make a big difference. When you take baby steps, you reduce your energy usage and costs. Learn how at mlgw.com/babysteps.
Having a home comes with many responsibilities. One of the simplest is changing your air filter. Clogged air filters can reduce the airflow in your home, put stress on your air conditioning unit, and drive up energy costs. Don't know how to change your filter? Here's how. First, shut off your AC system. Locate the filter. Note the dimensions of the filter, which is listed on the filter itself. Filters come in many different dimensions, so be sure to get the right replacement. Once you've purchased your new filter, just replace the old one and close the filter cover. Air filters are inexpensive, but vary in price depending on quality and time of use. It's a good idea to have a few extra filters at your home so you don't have to run to the store each month to buy a new one. A proactive rule of thumb is to check your air conditioner's filter every time you receive your utility bill and look for any dust buildup. It is recommended you replace your air filter once every 30 to 60 days. Also remember to have a reputable contractor clean and inspect your air conditioning unit once a year for peak performance.
Connect with MLGW.
We can help.
Go to MLGW.com for bill payment, analysis, service transfers, outage updates, and more. Connect to us on Facebook to share comments and ask questions. On Twitter, you can give us a tweet. Connect to our blog for news and updates.
Watch how-to videos on YouTube.
Connect by downloading iPhone apps. Get text message reminders. Stay connected with MLGW. We can help.
Welcome back, everyone. MLGW works with a number of local contractors and vendors to accomplish many of its business requirements. The utility recently recognized those companies who meet their supplier diversity goals. With more on the story is Memphis Energized Dan Hope.
For more than 16 years, MLGW has reached out to more women-owned and minority-owned businesses through its supplier diversity program. The goal of the program is to promote economic parity for minority, women, and locally owned small businesses. MLGW's Manager of Procurement and Contracts, Joselle Booker, says the program is working with nearly 70 businesses who meet the supplier diversity criteria.
So our supplier diversity program is about increasing our supplier base to where our suppliers basically look like our customers. And we live in a community that is predominantly African Americans. We have other ethnic classifications and groups here. So our program is to increase spend with minority-owned businesses, that's ethnic minorities, women-owned businesses, and then locally owned small businesses.
A recent study found that MLGW spent a little more than $42 million with minority and women-owned businesses from 2006 to 2010. A 1994 disparity study found that MLGW spent $15.2 million with minority and women-owned businesses from 1988 to 1992. That's a huge increase and shows that MLGW is moving in the right direction with minority spending. Business owners like Felicia Bean Barnes Mason and her father Lee Bean of Bean and Prince Contractors, who provide ground maintenance for MLGW properties, have had a long-standing relationship with the utility. Because of their outstanding service, they were recently awarded the Flame Award from MLGW.
You work all year long, and you've got to work towards a goal. So our goal is to be very service-oriented and to provide quality service. And by doing that, that satisfies not only our customer, but it satisfies our contract. It's so attainable to achieve contracts with Memphis Light Gas and Water. The diversity program, it works. You've got to follow the steps that they have put in place, and if you follow the steps that they put in place, it can work for you. But don't not follow that dream of becoming a vendor or a supplier. Try it, especially at Memphis Light Gas and Water.
In order for a company to do business with MLGW, they must go through the bidding process.
The more business we do locally, it helps fuel our local economy, creates jobs, increases our supplier base.
For more information on MLGW's Supplier Diversity Program, or to learn how to do business with MLGW, call 528-4020. For Memphis Energized, I'm Dan Hope.
Do you like the idea of knowing how much your utility bill is going to be even before you receive it? Then sign up for MLGW's budget billing program. With budget billing, you'll know how much your bill will be each month, and you pay the same amount each month. Signing up for budget billing is easy. When you enroll in the program, MLGW analyzes your previous year's total usage, adjusts for rate changes and weather conditions, and divides the total into 12 monthly installments. Sign up now. It's easy to apply. Call 544-MLGW, visit one of MLGW's community offices, or go online to MLGW.com to download an application. Are you looking for an even easier way of keeping up with your MLGW bill? Then look no further than your cell phone. MLGW now offers mobile alerts to its customers. Customers can sign up to receive text message mobile notification of billing due dates and possible impending cutoffs. Customers can register for the program at MLGW.com/mobile alerts. Also, know that you will be responsible for paying any fees charged by your carrier. To help keep MLGW's emergency line clear for those life-threatening situations, customers are reminded to use 528-4465 only for emergencies. MLGW deemed emergencies are considered things such as gas leaks, downed electric wires, broken water mains inside a building, or unsafe street barricades. If you need to stop, start, or transfer service, call MLGW's Customer Care Center at 820-7878 anytime, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Any other account inquiries can be addressed by calling 544-MLGW. And if typing rather than talking is more convenient for you, then MLGW can help you get your questions answered with just the click of a mouse. MLGW's web chat feature for residential customers can be found on its website at MLGW.com. Web chat is available for all residential customers from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. MLGW web chat provides a full range of service options, including the option to make payment arrangements. And as always, always, customers can send any of their utility-related questions and feedback to MLGW Customer Care at mlgw.org. Are you looking for a speaker for your classroom, community group, church, or civic organization? MLGW representatives are available to speak on a variety of utility-related topics such as energy conservation, safety, careers, and more. To request a speaker for your group, contact MLGW's Community Relations Department at 528-4820 or log on to mlgw.com and fill out a speaker's request form. For the best availability of speakers, advance requests are highly recommended. MLGW President and CEO Jerry Collins Jr. is also available for public speaking, and if you would like for him to speak to your organization, call 528-4470 to make an appointment. You asked for more options for paying your MLGW bill, and you got them. MLGW has added the MoneyGram Express payment service to its roster of payment options. MoneyGram enables customers to make cash payments on their utility bill at more than 100 Memphis area locations, including Walmart and CVS pharmacy stores. Payments are posted to the account within 30 minutes. And did you know that you can make MLGW payments online free of charge? Through MLGW's electronic bill paying service, residential customers can use Visa, MasterCard, credit or debit card, Discover, ATM debit card, or a checking or savings account. Customers can use any of these payment methods at no additional cost. In order to take advantage of these improved services, all users making payments online must have a My Account login ID and password. And customers can set up paperless billing and recurring payments or make a one-time payment. Also, if you have an iPhone, iPad, or iPod, make sure to download our app. The MLGW app is available for free download in the Apple iTunes Store and provides individual outage and account information as well as other utility-related information. For your safety and to protect our employees, please remember to use caution when driving in a utility work zone. These zones located throughout the city don't have to be dangerous if you use caution. Many times you will see crews working near streets and highways when installing gas mains or working on overhead or underground power lines. Utility work zones are clearly marked with signs or work zone flaggers, so please pay attention. And remember, speed limits may be reduced in work zones. Thanks for helping to keep our employees safe so we can do the best work for you. We've covered a lot in this edition of Memphis Energized, and I hope you've learned a lot and will join us next time. And remember to join us online at Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and at mlgw.com. Until next time, I'm Jane Siegel, and thanks for watching.